Hello everybody, today we're going to be an idiot by not opening the right cover and accidentally deleting a voiceover, so yeah, spoilers. I'm disappointed in myself right now, but anyway, so this is the front cover event. I was determined to do that in crayon. This I was just doing formal stuff which I intended to do, but did not. So, yeah. Next up is, if you notice anything at the cover, you notice that there's leaves, black, acrylic. Yeah, that's where the little original idea came from, was. Words, please. Anyway, so this was the swatches for my crayons. Now, so you might be screaming, crayons, why do you have crayons? And my simple response for you is, I've had them since I was like 5, dude. And I'm a cheapskate. What do you think would happen? Then markers, which were very limited, and they still are very limited. And I was trying to do a comic, but that failed. And I ended up completely deleting that comic. Well, not deleting, just not doing it. That page, that page was one of my favorites. That was a very good parody page. Very good stress relief page. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, so this page was supposed to be because I was making an OC that was supposed to be Jack the Ripper, but female and trans as a trans male. So she was taking advantage of people thinking that she was just a weak female to get away with doing it. These were me trying to do the female body and just suck at the female body. This one was me trying to use makeup to make a Sherlock Holmes fan art that failed miserably. Actually, I'm quite chuffed with it. I was trying to make hands, and then I put some ideas on it for videos. Yeah, I was using water-based markers to show which ones I had done or whatever. And these ones are, this is a piece of fan art I made. That sort of looks like a supernatural crossover because John has demon eyes. Sorry, John. Or if anyone's watching this, who happens to like Supernatural, I'm sorry to you as well. I actually do like that one quite a bit. That's me trying to learn to drop babies, which I still suck at. Baby/tots, and that's how it went out. Sherlock and John. I thought it looked very 80s-y, 80s, 90s. Then I drew the plant. This page was me trying stuff for Mermaid. I didn't finish Mermaid. I didn't do most of Mermaid, though. I tried. And that face, I really enjoyed that face. That guy's got some very kind but sharp eyes. I don't know if I'd trust him if I'm out in the dark alley. I don't think he'd be the person to murder me either, you know? So, whoa. Practice / first draft. Second draft / final piece for this. I think I was remembering me as a kid watching, like, Batman, I can't remember, Beyond or something along those lines, where Aqualad had a really big thing, really big palace. Those little boys we just went over, those were some of my favorites. I put bandages over the chest so I don't have to bother doing anatomy for that. This girl, she's one of my favorites. She's how I discovered how to make some pretty good lips. I like those lips. Next, this Star Wars merch practice. I'm not really a fan of Star Wars, so that didn't turn out very good. But eventually, I ended up googling Star Wars merch, and that is what happened. Star Wars merch everywhere. This is for, I think, Cinco de Mayo, so, or Mexican, yeah, Cinco de Mayo. And so I tried making a feminine voice for that, because I, for some reason, thought that would be appropriate. That was my mermaid list for 2019. I did not finish this. Do I care? Not really. But at least I finished October, which you should be able to see maybe next month or the month after. I don't know. Depends on how my schedule ends up being. This was past and practice for Taco Tuesday, and that's how it ended up. I used a lot of that blue-gray marker. So no, that is not your imagination. That is the blue-gray marker. It's really light, so just making sure people know. It's not imagination. Eli has a pretty good imagination. This was something for, I think, Aqualads or something along those lines. It was supposed to be for keeping the earth healthy / not killing it. For the water-based markers, those were just to keep the sketches. I was like, to show which ones I liked, but I ended up making them look stupid. This guy was one of my favorite guys, even though he was not white, which is, was, you know, my usual, because I should use white as a paper as a skin tone. Now everyone has a skin tone. Yay! I've evolved as a painter, and as an artist. This page was me planning out everything for assignment I got. So was the crow. The crow or raven was part of my assignment as well. This isn't me OC building. This is not the way I should have OC build. This does not work for me. Did I know that at the time? No. Did I end up figuring it out? Yes. So at least I ended up figuring it out. That is a draft for the prompt, I think, Nutella. And the only thing I can think of is Shark Attack, Red Week, the Week of Horror. Women love that stuff, so woman with bread and Nutella. Either it could be a trans person, trans man, whatever. People who have periods like it, at least. There it goes, the Rainbow Crow. It's from the Lenape tribe, and it was me trying to make it into an illustration / story. Yeah, that didn't work out. Sorry. I think I might have actually posted this one on my Instagram. I don't know. I think I did. I might not have. That one's actually, I still do like. This one's for like a day like altar or something. I'm just not at this point. I'm just like, why did I even do that? But I have to live with what I did. This is me trying to make the storybooks. The little things on the little sticky notes on the bottom or to signify which pages actually have that. I still do that to this day when it's something for school, or like if I want to signify, oh, this is where I have all my prompts for this thing. I'll still use one of those or some sort of marker. I know all these animals look horrifying, but I was on a schedule. But the bear and the chickadee, beautiful together. Beautiful. That still is my favorite thing. In fact, I wouldn't mind making that a sticker, because I like bears and the chickadee. I started using watercolor at some point. I tried not using it for a sketchbook because I thought it would warp it, and major warping. So major warping can't be seen. Though I really like that nice sky we just went past. The golden yellow ochre color was supposed to be, like in a blob, was supposed to be a guy, their big god, like major goddess character. And the Rainbow Crow was a rainbow crow. If you want to read it, you can look up the Rainbow Crow by the Rainbow Crow Legend Lenape Tribe, or something along those lines, and you'll be able to figure out be able to read it. He's sad because the fire burned him, and so he's black. I still remember most of that story. I remember the gist of it, so yeah. Ooh, I still really like that rainbow feather. It is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, that took up like 30, 40 pages. That was even more planning, because at that point in time, I was compulsively planning everything. Because I wasn't doing so hot mentally. And that's usually a side effect of me having, with my mental state going in a downward spiral. If we get to anything in July, which I'm pretty sure we won't, I will tell you about something. I know these are pretty poop. And I know they're pretty poop. But to be honest, it was still developing, and I am still learning. Maybe in like 10 years from now, I'll be like, oh my god, this sketchbook, I did such poop things. How dare I make a portrait of Queen Victoria that looks like poop? Because I did that in my current sketchbook. Didn't end up turning so hot. This was kind of funny. I think that was for like news or whatever, so person caught being a mermaid. How awful. Just trying to not do boring things. Again, me trying to do monotone equals looking stupid. That's still kind of true, but not as bad. There's gonna be a lot of these pages. If you haven't already said it, I'm sorry, but again, compulsively planning, kids have anxiety, and yeah, it's like anxiety. Yeah, that person's doing okay. You see I've started using crayon at this point. I was using a crayon, like, whatever those Crayola crayons that you twist up. Crayola twistables crayons. As my way of drawing, which I know was kind of stupid, but, you know, c'est la vie. Can't do anything about it now. Though it has gotten me in a twist where I do like sketching with colors that you can't erase. Anyway, as you can see, again, compulsive planning. Lots of compulsive planning. Yeah, I don't know what that even was. What was that? I think that was me trying to do a view. I use smaller sketchbooks so I waste less paper, and I'm sorry if someone doesn't like how much paper I wasted, but I was 16, dude. I cared a bit less. Yes, literally a page of crayon, because that's what I felt like it needed to be done. The little lotus symbol was, at that time, a necklace I was fawning after. I ended up getting said necklace. This was me a lot of, those, like, ones were a lot of, little from life pictures. Things, like, things I'd sketch down, which I probably will do again if we go on another cruise, which would be fun. I'll start missing my dogs after a while. And me trying to do stuff. At this point in time, I started getting bored, so I practiced monitors. Well, actually, I got art blocked. But I got over it after a little while, so I ended up getting angry at something, and I put that says, you look through a stranger's sketchbook or whatever, because people always want to look in my sketchbook.